Okay, so what you're gonna need for my daily workouts on a consistent basis, this is the primary stuff that I use. So I'll just kind of explain this, all right? So the number one thing that I use all the time that you really, the one thing that you really need to invest in is some dumbbells, all right? So you're gonna need a pair that feels light to you, kind of medium and heavy, okay? So typically anywhere from like 3, 5, 8, 10 to 12 is pretty sufficient for most people. If you're a little bit stronger, you probably wanna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 maybe, and that should be good. Okay, if you're strong and you are used to lifting weights, then you may need up to 50 to maybe to 70, 75, 100. It just really depends on how strong you are. Okay, typically a lot of times I'll use 35s. For certain things I may use a 60 or a 70, but typically, most of the time most people that I work with, if you can just get that lighter series from 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, that should work fine. All right, so let's just go through this. Dumbbells, number one. All right, then you may, a jump rope. If you can get a jump rope, they're fairly inexpensive, pretty easy. I use these quite a bit. You can use, but you don't have to, all right? So I have a lot of people that will just do the motion right here rather than the actual jump rope. Maybe coordination is an issue, whatever, it's fine. So then we have a ladder, okay? So a ladder I use quite often, and you can get the ladder at any sporting goods store, Walmart, Target, any of those places usually have this. So, or you can tape this, get some tape and tape the outline of the ladder on the ground. Or you can just kind of go through the motion. So let's say I was gonna do fast feet. I'm right here. If I didn't have a ladder, I can kind of just pretend right here, or I can tape the floor off and make a ladder. So that's an option there. The next thing is a lot of times I use cones, all right? And so I'll stick a cone down on one side, other side, and I'll do pacer drills. So I may do a shuffle, I may do a back pedal from cone to cone, and that's what I call a pacer drill. So you could use cups, you could use anything really to mark that off, or just have something imaginary, it doesn't matter. So next thing is a hurdle. I use the hurdles a lot, okay? So, and these with ladders, you can get these at any sporting goods store, Walmart, Target, any of them, okay? And so, or you could just lay something, you could use your dumbbell, all right? So let's say we're doing, a jump over, a side-to-side jump. You do that. Or you could go over your dumbbell, or you could find, about anything to put down to kind of jump across, all right? Then I have the box. The boxes, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't do more than 6 inches. If you have a stairway that you want to use, you can. It probably wouldn't work as good as the box. I do a lot of different things with this. You really need like something that you can step on and step down, go from side to side like this. A lot of different drills on that. So if you can get something like this, I just made this. I just, made it out of like 2x6, or not 2x6, sorry, 1x6 right here. And then put a top on it, and then put a little bit of carpet on the top, and it works perfect, okay? So box, we got dumbbells, sliders. Now sliders, I use these a lot for abs, for glutes, legs. These are great tools. So you can go to the sporting goods store and get some really expensive ones, or you can go to Lowe's or Dick's and just get furniture sliders. They work all the same, okay? So you just need something that you can slide, or you may have to get a piece of carpet or something like this, maybe outdoor carpet, throw it down on the ground, and then have these also. You just need to be able to do things like mountain climbers, knee tucks. We do like forward slides like that, okay? So this is one of the things that you'll need, which you can do without, okay? I can show you how to do it without. So if we were doing mountain climbers, you just do regular mountain climbers. If we're doing a forward reach, you just have to use your hands instead. And it doesn't work as well, it's not as effective. All right, so the next thing is gonna be medicine balls. I use medicine balls a lot. All right, so there's two kinds. There's this kind that's kind of mushy, all right? You got a mushy kind, and you got this kind that's really solid, really hard. I go with the mushy kind because we do a lot of like slams on the ground, and they typically, you know, especially the bigger ones, they'll just stop. But if you take this one that's hard, it just bounces up, you're not really doing anything, okay? So you want to get the mushy kind where it makes you work, okay? And so a little bit of tip, if you can get these at any sporting goods store, is fine, but if you have like a Five Below store where you're at, you can get these for like $5, okay? And they're the squishy kind, they're perfect, okay? So we have medicine balls, sliders, ladders. The other thing that I use a lot is gonna be the bands with the handle, all right? And bands without handle. Usually these come like just in a big straight, kind of like this, kind of long. And I'll either cut them in half, tie them in a knot, so I can use them for stretching, for different things. But I use both of these. So you'll want to pick up a pair, probably a combination pair, maybe that has a light band, a medium, and a heavy. The same with this, a light, medium, heavy, and you'll be set. Okay. So the other thing that I use a lot is the battle rope. And the battle rope comes in comes in a couple different sizes. But if you just get the small one, and then find a place to mount it where you have enough room. I use these a lot. They're great training tools, I'm telling you. Let's see. So I think those are the primary things that I use every day in, day out usually. And so let's recap that real quick. So we got dumbbells, that's number one. We got jump rope, we got ladder, we got hurdle, we have cones, we have box, we have the sliders, we have med balls, we have bands, the kind with the handles, the kind without the handles, and we have battle ropes. Now, if you're gonna do my kickboxing program, you're gonna need, well, you don't have to have a heavy bag, but you'll need some type of a punching bag if you can. Otherwise, you're just gonna be punching the air, which is okay. It'll give you a little bit of good cardio, but you'll get an enhanced cardio. You get a little bit more work when you actually hit the bag. So if you get a bag, you're gonna wanna get some gloves. It doesn't matter, just get you some gloves that feel good, that are comfortable, and then you may wanna get some wraps to go underneath to protect your knuckles a little bit more and protect your wrist. So if you do my kickboxing, I use these other tools in there to help with it, but the primary thing is just need a bag and some gloves, okay? Other than that, that is primarily all you will need in my program.